This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Yellow Jackets offense will have the football first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe 2-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's King. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So Georgia's offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent.
Turning it on! He's at the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Patterson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the bootleg. Shakes off the defender. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's King. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. Now, that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about the...
Brings into the open. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it, make...
He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And this... Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
And the Dogs have a first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep on trailing 14-6. Leaves it with the back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Back to the ground with the running back. And the Yellow Jackets get the first down. Georgia Tech had great moments a season ago. Now to look for consistency, and to do that, Brent Key has certainly bolstered the talent on this roster.
He has, and one thing Brent Key is always preaching is physicality and dominance, especially in the trenches. So that's an area, David, I expect Georgia Tech once again to be really good.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch them. Their offense has really evolved, and they've done a great job with blending different types of offense with a running quarterback, and it's a fun offense to watch.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Patterson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's King. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Trying to run, it's Haynes. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in to Humphries. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Ball through the sticks. It's dealt. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, you just can't find any answers.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCray. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's McCray. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Going for 6. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And that will extend their lead even further. No shot at a return. It's out in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important.
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Reads it, fires complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's King. Swings it out to his running back. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you... A drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to...
Going up top. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Crosses the 40. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pressure coming. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
2
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus.
Just steamrolling the defense. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll toss it to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Moving away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Just threw that one way too far.
And this offense is they've struggled to get in a rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
In the backfield, it's Humphreys. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Short hands, it's Bell. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Just about as basic as you can get and effective if you execute.
Well executed. QB, nice job putting the football out in front of his receiver where he can advance it.
So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Motion from the back. They'll try to pass their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. Trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle those feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in the groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
The Yellow Jackets are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by...
There he goes! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run that runs some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's King. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Haynes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You're taking control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you are.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Haynes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to pull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. They'll go to the ground. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to run it in. Just hammering with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Got to give this team credit, guys, because good teams find ways to win games. I know they were their favorite coming into this one, but they get the touchdown when they need it. Got to convert the two-point play to tie this thing up. There's still time left at the end of this game, but you feel like the momentum is now back on their side.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Kick is in the air. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints for moments like this. Game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Back to pass. It's King. Escapes. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility